Robert Mueller's investigation found 10 possible acts of obstruction of justice. Let us examine what Mueller discovered in his own words as laid down by the report. Act 10. President Trump tried to get longtime lawyer Michael Cohen not to cooperate with the investigation.
The evidence concerning this sequence of events could support an inference that the president used inducements in the form of positive messages in an effort to get Cohen not to cooperate, and then turned to attacks and intimidation to deter the provision of information or undermine Cohen's credibility once Cohen began cooperating.
Cohen said that the president's personal counsel also conveyed that as part of the joint defense agreement, Cohen was protected, which he would not be if he went rogue. Cohen recalled that Jay Sekulow, the president's personal counsel, reminded him that.
The president loves you and told him that if he stayed on message, the president has his back.
August 2017, Cohen said that his agenda in submitting the statement to Congress with false representations about the Trump Tower Moscow project was to minimize links between the project and the president, give the false impression that the project had ended before the first presidential primaries, and shut down further inquiry into Trump Tower Moscow with the aim of limiting the ongoing Russia investigations. Cohen said he wanted to protect the president and be loyal to him by not contradicting anything the president had said. Cohen recalled he was concerned that if he told the truth about getting a response from the Kremlin or speaking to candidate Trump about travel to Russia to pursue the project, he would contradict the message that no connection existed between Trump and Russia. And he rationalized his decision to provide false testimony because the deal never happened.
Between August 18, 2017, when the statement was in an initial draft stage, and August 28, 2017, when the statement was submitted to Congress, phone records reflect that Cohen spoke with Jay Sekulow almost daily.
Cohen also recalled speaking with Jay Sekulow about pardons after the searches of his home and office had occurred, at a time when the media had reported that pardon discussions were occurring at the White House. Cohen told Sekulow he had been a loyal lawyer and servant, and he said that after the searches, he was in an uncomfortable position, and he wanted to know what was in it for him.
Cohen should stay on message. The investigation was a witch hunt, and everything would be fine.
February 13, 2018, Cohen released a statement to news organizations that stated,
"In a private transaction in 2016, I used my own personal funds to facilitate a payment of $130,000 to Stormy Daniels,
a porn star with whom Trump had an affair while his wife was in the hospital.
Neither the Trump Organization nor the Trump campaign was a party to the transaction with Stormy Daniels, and neither reimbursed me for the payment either directly or indirectly."
In congressional testimony on February 27, 2019, Cohen testified
that he had discussed what to say about the payment with the president, and that the president had directed Cohen to say that the president was not knowledgeable of Cohen's actions in making the payment.
February 19, 2018, the day after the New York Times wrote a detailed story attributing the payment to Cohen and describing Cohen as the president's fixer, Cohen received a text message from Jay Sekulow, the president's personal counsel.
Client says thank you for what you do.
January 12, 2019, in an interview on Fox, the president was asked whether he was worried about Cohen's testimony.
In order to get his sentence reduced, Cohen says, "I have an idea. I'll tell. I'll give you some information on the president." Well, there is no information, but he should give information maybe on his father-in-law, because that's the one that people want to look at, because where does that money? That's the money in the family. And I guess he didn't want to talk about his father-in-law. He's trying to get his sentence reduced, so it's pretty sad. You know, it's weak, and it's very sad to watch a thing like that.